Welcome to the Gang Breaks Kayfabe. It's going to look a little different here. We're missing one of our gang. We we don't know where he's at. Last we heard from him, he had just entered the ocean. I think that's how you refer to somebody being on a boat. He was entering the ocean.
I don't think that is.
He
Well,
did. He did. He did have flippy floppies on. I saw it.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm no seaman, so I don't know the terms. But we will forge ahead without our Captain Jason.
I didn't even know he was a captain. I didn't know he had official ranks.
I
So.
He's
thought
the
you,
only one of us
I
currently
thought
on
you
a
said
boat
tapping.
tapping. He apparently just did not want to have to review Survivor Series 2025, so he
He's the oldest and wisest of us
he
all.
Wait,
took a voyage
jump
with the Dark
jumping off a
Seas.
boat is all I would have had to do to not have to watch this shit.
Yeah, yeah, but you didn't choose that, so you watched it instead. Fortunately, though, it was only 4 matches. Uh, it didn't seem to last forever. I didn't think. Uh, so in comparison to some shows that we've watched, like WrestleMania 7, I felt like, would you have preferred WrestleMania 7?
Yeah,
I
is
I
that your
would take
preference?
I'd take the shorter matches, the 3 minute fucking sprint between Warlord and
No, no,
Bulldog.
no. The whole event. If you had to
Yeah.
watch one of them again today, all the way through, which one would you watch?
Mm, Survivor Series 25 only because I was a little distracted while watching. It'd be like watching it all over again.
uh, so yeah, we're gonna review Survivor Series 2025, and we're going to. It was gonna be Draven, Vance, and Jason blind ranking past War Games matches,
I'm the only
but
one who knew Jason wasn't going to be here. Like completely new. Apparently, everyone. I mean, he said it last episode. You guys don't watch a product.
it's that I
Oh,
don't I don't listen to the product.
Ah,
I watch it. I don't
my
comprehend or
problem
take in
is
info.
I have hearing blindness. I can hear sound, but I don't know whose face it's coming from. So I didn't know which one of you three wasn't gonna be here.
It was a crapshoot. Yeah.
well, we'll have to raise money for that by hawking some merch later for
Hey, hey,
for people who have sound
save it,
blindness.
save it for first break.
Sound blindness.
Do you
That's
know
gonna
someone
be
affected by sound blindness?
that's the name of my autobiography. Sound blindness.
But yeah, we'll have Draven advanced blind rank past War Games matches, and now since Jason's not here, I'm gonna roll his into Euros. So one of you are gonna blind rank 8 War Games matches, and one will blind rank uh 7. So
You
look
want a hot
forward
take?
to that.
You want a hot take right off the bat?
Sure.
War Games was never as good as everyone thinks it was.
That is a hot take, and well, like over the length of it.
Talking all the War Games matches ever are fine, but they're not.
Uh,
No,
I
there's
think there's a
quite a
few
few
good
that are
ones.
great. There's a few that are great.
uh, Doing the research for
I
this,
know one great one I can think of.
I discovered my new favorite. So
Hmm.
we'll possibly get into that one later. But Survivor Series 2025 War Games kicked off with the women's War Games match, and I don't know about you two, but I have not really been paying attention to WWE, so I knew this was one of Cena's last matches, and I vaguely knew uh, who was in the men's War Games match. I really had no idea what was happening with this show, though.
So I have a strategy of how I watch WWE. I watch the YouTube 10-minute recaps of Raw and SmackDown, and then I watch the pay-per-views, and I don't feel like I miss anything. And every once in a while, if I hear like whenever Ilya Dragunov was doing the stuff on SmackDown that he had a good match, I'll seek out his match and watch it. But that's all I ever do, and I don't feel like I missed anything. So I knew the stories going into the Women's War Games. So
Dedicating
Yeah.
10 whole minutes to watching what happened on Raw, though, I don't think I can do it.
today I only watched the top countdown. It was 8 minutes. So it was.
Mm. Get it down to 4, and then we'll talk.
So Charlotte and Asuka start the match off, and Charlotte looks odd. Um,
Easy. You know why, right?
No, I don't actually.
Oh, okay. Good thing I should have just let you go and talk about how
I wasn't
stupid
going
the
to say
outfit
I
anything.
was.
don't either. So this,
Eh,
Oh no, no, no! I
Oh,
love the outfit.
it was designed by a 7-year-old dying from cancer.
Yeah.
So,
Her name's not Charlotte, but she had like a what was her name? It was like
oh,
I read her name and I was like, well, that's kind of fitting that she's a huge Charlotte fan. Like it was a very close. No, it wasn't. It wasn't about the gear at all. I loved her gear because I think Charlotte Flair listens to the show because that was airbrushed gear, and
yes,
we
I thought
just
that
talked
too.
about airbrushed
Yeah,
gear.
friend of the show, Charlotte Flair.
Yeah. No, I just thought I didn't realize that was her. Like for a second, she looked a little like Carmella, a little like Maxine, like
a little bit like
You
Medusa.
and
Medusa.
Cash has blonde blindness.
I
All
do.
blonde
Oh
women look
yeah,
like
I do.
bird blindness for blondes. That's what,
Blondes all look the same to me. It's
it's some say racist, but
some say I don't know why. I don't listen to those people. Blondes mostly. Uh, uh, but Io Sky comes out second. The baby faces have the 2-on-1 advantage in this match. So if you're gonna have two war games to show, you're gonna have to have one team get one babyface
just
team get the advantage, one
let's
heel team get the
let's
advantage.
stop here to talk about that for a second because
yes.
why do they not do 2 night pay-per-views? Like the big four are big enough now to sustain where you can do a 2 night pay-per-view for both
Oh,
and do
it's
one
coming.
gimmick for each night. Do one Rumble on Saturday, one Rumble on Sunday, one War Games on Saturday, one on Sunday. Two in the same night is ridiculous. It was dumb when AEW did it. It's dumb when WWE does it.
It's coming because if you follow their path, so WrestleMania became a stadium show, then it became a 2 night. SummerSlam, the last 3 years have been stadium show, and it's becoming 2 nights. This became a stadium show. You maybe get one more stadium show, and then it'll be 2 nights. They're just making sure. I think they got the crowd. If they can get 50,000, they go, hey, well, we can do 2 nights. So I think
Ho-
that's
Hopefully, Rumble
by
is the next one because that one needs it the most. I think having two
has
Rumbles on the
Rumble.
same night is a little fucking crazy.
Rumble did do a stadium last year, didn't they?
The last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, so there Rumble's on that path too, so it probably will.
So I don't know about you guys, but like I hate that everything WWE does now has to be like symmetrical with men's and women's. Like I'm all for. I think there should be a men's rumble and a women's rumble. Uh, and all that. But like for war games, Hell in a Cell, like I'm completely over the Money in the Bank gimmick altogether, men and women. But if there's on a purpose to have a Hell in a Cell or a War Games match on either side of the gender spectrum or gender, just don't have it. Like I hate that they feel like they have to shoehorn this shit in, and the women get one, the men get one, and neither match really means anything. It's really not really for anything. It doesn't really matter. They just kind of cobble together a storyline a week or two ahead of time to go into it.
They need to just rotate it if they're gonna stick to doing a single night event. They need to rotate it. Some years it's the women that gets War Games. Some years it's the men. The Rumble can have both, but like, there's no sense Hell in a Cell if you have to shoehorn something into it, and the women have a feud that makes more sense. Give it to the women. Don't create
Yeah,
Yeah.
some shit out of thin air for the men just to have one for both.
yeah. I think they. I mean, it's not hurting their attendance or viewership all that much. So I mean, they don't give a shit what we think, but it's
It's more,
just
but that's more. If they, I mean, if they think they can pull off 2 nights, I say they'll 100%.
yeah. I just think altogether the matches like the War Games, the Hell in a Cell, they
Yeah,
shouldn't even be annual. It should be like even WCW doing them annually for a while was ridiculous. It should be a have a purpose behind it, a build to it, and like
yeah,
a
because then you
blow
can do
off to something.
cool things. You don't do war games for a year or two, and then that'd be a good WrestleMania event. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Just to stick at Mania one night for one of the mains,
or Hell
and
in a
then you can
Cell
do
at
the
Mania.
same.
Like
And
Yeah,
especially now that they do the 2 night shit, just do the ticket setup different and pluck that second ring out of there for the second night, and you could pull that off for a WrestleMania or something.
yeah.
yeah, very very easily. Yeah,
But Becky Lynch comes out as the second heel team member to even things out at 2-1-2.
With her
Alexa Bliss,
terrible new generic music.
her generic ass music. Yeah, I get that. Like, you don't want to have your babyface theme when you're the heel now, but at least so like they are not doing well with music anymore. Like their music department sucks.
Well, those dudes are gone soon. I think end of this year, right? And they got a new music
I
team taking
think
over. Yeah.
so. They're kind of just coasting. I
By
think.
Mania, a lot of people might have new music. So
Uh, Alexa Bliss is out next to get the 3-on-2 advantage back. Then Kyrie Sane comes out, followed by AJ Lee, who Becky Lynch works her ass off to try to keep AJ out of the cage. Nia Jax comes out, and as usual, Nia Jax is the worst part of this match. Uh, just the weapon stuff she was doing was so awful. It was
my
Hulk
daughter was
Hogan.
ho- my daughter was horrified by her outfit.
I just she does that like she swings weapons the way Hogan did, like the way Hogan would swing a chair. Uh,
I, I didn't notice how bad that was until literally like 5 years ago. It just never crossed my mind Hogan with the chair, and then they start popping up random stuff. I was like, oh really? Oh yeah,
he would like hold it by the sides, like
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
the middle. He would hold it by like the middle of the chair, just yeah, pop, pop, pop.
And
or
real
he
light, just a little tap, little tap.
And if he did like bring it back, he'd like stop it right before he got you, then just kind of tap you with it. Yeah, which I guess he was being safe, I guess, or
I
like
mean, I
He
would
was
love to
trying.
take
He
a.
never really got to the point where he could fully harness Hulkamania without hurting somebody. So he's always real
yeah.
cautious.
Which again, if he's gonna hit you in the head with it, like okay, I guess that's cool. Like he's being safe. He doesn't want to. But if you're giving a chair shot to somebody's back, you can swing it. Like he should know that you can swing that chair.
So, speaking of Hogan, real quick, you hear the new news on him and Flair and Hogan's wife? What happened with that?
This is all
Mm-mm.
allegedly. Before we get into it, I just for legal reasons needed to say that.
Well, the story, I mean, it's other people's stories. The stories are true. They said these things. But Ric Flair said that Hogan died from street drugs because the doctor had cut him off.
Oh, I
And
did kind of hear something about this.
then Hogan's wife was like, no, that didn't happen at all. And then Ric Flair put out a thing and said, well, I mean, as far as she's saying, okay, or something like that, like saying like, oh, sorry, I was wrong according to her. Like,
He's like, I'm gonna take Brutus Beefcake's word over his wife's word.
Smart man.
uh, Rhea Ripley comes out, brings some plunder with her, and she is representing Art the Clown from the Terrifier movie series in this one, which Tim
Don't you?
isn't
Don't,
gonna.
what? Explain.
horror movies are garbage.
All
You're
horror
garbage.
movies. That is
Did you not
one
know
of
this about
the.
Tim?
I didn't. This is
He's
one of the
a
dumbest
terrible
things I've
person.
heard a human say ever.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just trendy and cool to like horror movies. It's a gimmick.
Since the 60s, it's been trendy and cool. And then the
You've
1900s
really never
before that.
seen one you found anything you liked in?
I like some slasher movies. The Strangers, I thought that was a good movie, but it's not like a horror movie. You know what I mean? Like, I like Scream, the original Scream when I first watched it. I liked it, like that kind of stuff. But I just don't like uh, something. So this is a weird thing. I can keep kayfabe if there's starships and aliens and superheroes. Kayfabe works in my brain. When it's horror movies, kayfabe doesn't work. I just go, that's not real. Like I just can't.
Well, my hot take is I'm not a big Terrifier fan. Uh, like they're fine. I think they're like I love that they are so big in horror because it's like it's such a huge like boost for the horror genre because there's so many people who love it. Um, but the T-shirts they were showing in the WWE fan shop or whatever, the Rhea Ripley Terrifier design, like those were badass shirts. I would wear the hell out of one of those. Like they're not even like they didn't look like normal wrestling shirts. They just look like a cool design. And yeah, I don't hate the Terrifier movies. I
There
just
have been
don't
multiple episodes of this
love them as much as
podcast
everybody
where I was
else.
wearing a Terrifier shirt. So,
Like I said, I love that it
I mean,
brought a
I
huge
can. Should
spark
I go
to
grab my
horror.
Art the Clown figure from over here and set him right here for the whole
Oh, you have a
episode?
figure.
Kinda.
I didn't know you were a figure guy.
Not really. Hold on. You can define what
When it
this
comes to
is.
Art the Clown,
Maybe
Jason's
statue.
going to be really upset that he
Is
missed
statue a
figure
better
talk.
word, Victor? Maybe statue is a better word.
Oh
A
yeah,
bust.
bust. A
There we go.
bust. Yes.
I got a
Yeah.
nice busty lady right here.
I like Art the Clown in All Hallows Eve. Did you see that one?
Saw
Where it
bits
all
and
kind of
pieces. That's like the thing that started it all, right?
yeah. The first one I just didn't like because it was just like the whole movie was just him like completely decapitating and maiming a woman and then turning around and doing it
one
again and again and
one
again
single
and
woman.
again. No, just like different women, but like
That's called
there
a
was,
horror movie.
but there was like no like not once was he like in any peril really. Like the women all were completely helpless and just killed. Like at least the second one,
It was a squash
the
match. Craven likes those.
the
We've
female lead,
discussed.
like she got her revenge. Like it was
No
at least a
no
story.
comebacks. No comebacks. Just a squash.
Yeah,
And
no
Draven's already
psychology in
mentioned
the
he
first
likes
one. I
that.
thought. Uh, then we get Lash Legend coming out, and War Games: The Match Beyond is officially on. So Lash Legend, Tim, do you know what WNBA team she played for?
I saw a picture of her jersey, but all I could see was the sponsor because the sponsor threw me off, and I was like, "Is that the name of the team?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's not it." But what was it?
She was drafted by the Seattle Storm in the 2019 WNBA draft. She played 3 games with the team before being waived.
More
And
than
then,
Brock?
Wow, what
More than
what
and
Brock.
is
yes,
what a star! They treated her like she was a WNBA star. She played 3 games.
3 games. Yeah. I looked at her stats, and I think in those 3 games she had 8 points
I can
and
hear you.
like
It's my turn to run away. Be right-
5 rebounds. But she signed with WWE on December 2nd, 2020. I thought her and Rhea Ripley had awesome chemistry. I am now looking forward to a match between those two. Like they were laying some shots in on each other.
See, I had heard she was terrible, and I'd seen some of her terribleness, but she did a fine job. I mean, it wasn't
Yeah.
anything special, but she did a fine job. She should be proud of her debut on a main roster, at
I
least.
thought she was really good in this. Like I said, I thought the stuff with her and Rhea Ripley, like they were on together. I thought.
She here's the best compliment I'll give her. She's not a Nia Jax.
Right. My daughter said maybe she'll end up being what they hope Nia Jax would be.
Me and Fee
That's-
are the same person. This is confirmed.
Yeah. Uh, so of course, Io Sky gets her trash can spot. It was a crazy spot. Like a
it's a
swanton
good
bomb with a
spot.
trash can is nuts.
I just
I
Um,
hate that they do it every year.
yeah,
I think I would be more scared of the crossbody she did with the trash can than the swanton she
Same.
did.
The Swanton would be
my
my choice. If I had to pick with the moonsault, the crossbody, or the Swanton, I'd take the Swanton.
my
Same.
fear for any of them would be the like if you hit the opponents and then the way you came back.
Yes.
Like on any of them, like if the trash can would have went upside down and you're just kind of like upside down with it, like I'm
Or
not.
even if it comes loose and it gets a little angled this way and you land across that lip on
Yeah,
your back or anything, man, that's
um, it's
I
just
think
nuts to me.
they have gimmicks inside for her now, right? They put like a little they put
Oh,
the inside
probably.
of it's got yeah, I saw the
I
inside of
didn't
it
think
one
of that,
year.
but that makes sense. Yeah.
They put a foam pad in the bottom of it, like a foam pad,
Oh,
and it literally has handles for her to hold on to inside and like so that
oh,
she can kind of be a
okay.
little safer with
That's
it.
Well,
way
that's good.
safer, and I'm glad they do it that way, but that kind of sucks, and it kind of disappoints me.
Yeah, it's disappointing like to the generation of wrestlers we came up with. Like we would have never even considered, like never even thought. If someone would have said that to us, we'd been like, "Get the, we're not
Like
doing that."
that's would have been like also like that's too much fucking work. I'm just gonna put it over my head and
Yeah,
jump. Like,
that's true.
I'll
We're
be
also
fine.
lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh, it to me, okay. Again, cool looking spot. It is a good moment, but it encapsulates everything I hate about the WWE now.
yeah.
Like it, it literally felt like this entire match was booked for that spot because like that's they talked
Well,
about it beforehand. Like
they
they
have a
put it
shirt.
over and
They have a shirt with her in the trash can now. That's why they booked that spot to sell shirts with it.
uh but I thought the finish was really good. Becky Hogan putting everybody over, all the baby faces over basically. Her trying to escape the cage and
I
then
love
getting.
her response. Did you see her tweet? She's like, I did not tap. I was waiting for my partners to come help me. And he's like, this is the second time this has happened. She's like, I will not be speaking until my lawyers come up with a.
I did see
Well,
she
I was just
wanted
so
Jessica
good.
Carr fired or fined or something, arrested. I think
Yeah.
maybe.
I mean, and if you watch it, like I saw the clip, she is doing this. So I mean, sure, that's funny.
I thought overall the match was pretty good. I thought the middle drug. A lot of War Games matches drag in the middle though, but I thought this one, for the most part, was really good just because it was physical. Um, I mean, there was some like heavy shots being thrown. Um, I was I still can't get used to Charlotte as a babyface. There were multiple times Charlotte was picking up one of the heels, and I thought she was one of the
Did this?
heels getting her partner up.
We
I
call
did the
that
same
the
thing.
jugulator.
And I kept being like, why are there? Because I kept in my head being like, all right, so that's five or that's six women on this team and only three on the. Like I was so confused half the time. Uh, I was surprised they didn't like have moments with AJ Lee and Alexa Bliss. They would have seemed kind of perfect to me to have like a little double team thing with or something. Because they're both, they got the
Same
emo
size.
skater, tiny little
They got
Oh,
person.
the crazy girl gimmick.
Yeah. Um, but overall, even with
well, they got to do the Judgment Day girl and AJ, right?
I'd assume that's. You mean
That's the
Liv
girl that's always
Morgan?
getting her. No, no, no.
Or
The
Roxanne.
Roxanne Perez?
Roxanne, because isn't she
Yeah,
like always in pictures with them? I'm sure
yeah.
they'll
Oh,
want
they'll definitely
AJ
have
will want
something
to
with
work her.
those two. But I think they'll also probably end up doing some stuff with Liv Morgan and AJ Lee at some point soon. Uh, Even though I liked the match and I thought it was really like overall pretty decent, I still rated it a 2.5 out of 5.
2.5.
Tim's got nerd clusters in his mouth. He can't.
2.5.
Mine's
Raven.
around the same. I did two. It just lost my attention. I don't know. One thing I did like that they changed up. I like that they don't have the shark cages out there now with everybody
Yeah.
in it. I think having like a little bit of mystery, a little bit of surprise about who's coming out next adds to the matches.
So that's an interesting take because I listened to another podcast doing a review of this show, and their take was the opposite that it ruined the entire match and the entire concept. But here, listen to they had some, and I get this does miss, but I think your trade off's better than what they're getting. They're like the drama of the people in the cage that we can see on camera when there's slow parts in the ring makes up for the slow parts in the ring. And they're saying we usually don't have to watch some of those war game slow parts because there's a cut to the cage. There's Punk and Roman arguing over who's going to go next, or seeing Punk doing the pull ups in the
But
cage and that kind of
that
stuff.
take is
But
coming from the people that like think that WWE is the highest form of acting out there that don't realize that these people are terrible actors in some of these scenarios. So it looks cheesy as fuck when they do cut to that shit.
I agree, but I mean that stuff sells their core audience on stuff. So I can see it. I think your way's better. What you said is better. I'm just saying I can see where they had somewhat of a point, but
So I have a different take. Uh, I prefer when everybody is at ringside. It adds so much. Like I've been going back because since I watched a couple of the War Games matches, my YouTube algorithm's been throwing all the War Games matches up for me. So I've watched quite a few here recently, and the older ones where everybody's at ringside and they're like screaming at their partners. They're like showing the guys on the floor like discussing plans as to who goes next. Uh, they're yelling at their opponents. Like one guy, like his
See,
tag
that's
partner.
different. That's different than them being in the shark cages, I
I
feel
don't
at
like the
least.
shark cage at all.
What you're talking about is them in character the whole time, adding to the
Yes.
story. I get that and I like that. Them in the cage, though, the performer didn't feel like they were on camera at all times, so they weren't like working at all times. So that's why I thought it came across forced and
Yeah,
dumb.
no, I hate the shark cage thing. If I had to choose between it or having them enter one by one, I'm going to entrances one by one. But my preference would be everybody's at ringside at the cage. Everybody's interacting with the match because they should be, because everybody should be,
I think mine's still
involved.
entrance side of the ring and then shark cage. Last.
Like, yeah, I just feel like everybody, like, it's supposed to be a team, and you're supposed to be going to war together. But when you each come out separately, and it just, yeah, I think it kind of dampens the
It's, de-
concept a little bit.
it's definitely more chaotic the way you're talking about. Like a
Yeah,
lot
I like it
more
a lot better, and that match should be chaotic.
more warlike. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they can like
Uh,
focus on them changing strategy. Like, oh shit, our advantage isn't working. We're gonna have to send the big guy in next when we were gonna send in the technical guy.
yeah. Which
That
I'll
that
have,
I get
so
that.
I'll have more. I'll have a little bit more for that later when we get into the blind rankings. Um, so before the next match, we get some footage from outside the arena where Michael Cole says that before Survivor Series started, fans were out front of the arena battling tentacles for ice cream. And I just wanted to make it known that that is how
What?
I refer to myself masturbating.
Oh, ew.
I just wanted to get that joke in. Yeah, I don't know. He cuts to there's some ice cream place outside the arena that has like tentacles and people were getting ice cream. Michael Cole's like, before the show started, these fans were out there fighting tentacles for ice cream. It's yeah. But then we get the
I
Intercontinental
was
title
hoping,
match.
here's where we'd get Vance being like, "Oh, this is where they interviewed the Queen of England." You guys didn't see that.
Yeah.
They do that every time on all my shows. You guys not seeing this?
I think you just keep watching WrestleMania 7.
Oh yeah.
So this is John Cena's final pay-per-view match. And he is defending his Intercontinental Championship, which I forgot he had. I thought this was
Don't worry,
him
it's not
trying
important.
to beat Dominic for the Intercontinental title. But this is John Cena defending his Intercontinental Championship against Dominic Mysterio. Uh, I has it been like talked about or said anything about like did Cena have any say in his final match being at Saturday Night's main event and not at a pay per view?
I don't think so.
Because in my head, I'm looking at it as like this is good guy John making sure that like everyone with a TV can watch his final match.
It's not. It's Peacock only.
Then never mind. They don't air it on NBC anymore. Like,
Nope. Ever since they lost the pay per views to ESPN, they stopped airing Saturday Night Main Event on NBC. It's like somehow that triggered, and they're using the last couple Saturday Night Main Events as live events on Peacock now to fulfill the contract or some shit.
oh, okay. Well, in that case, John Cena loses all good guy credibility with me over this one thing that I made up in my head.
Are you saying screw off to those 800 Make a Wishes?
Yes, this one thing I made up in
Not
my
worth a
head
thing.
takes more precedence. Uh, but I thought it was, it's still pretty awesome that for Dominic that he's getting Cena's last pay per view match. Um,
So
still,
I'll ask a question about this match. I really want to know from you guys. Did the Dom injury get you? Because it got me.
It did.
so yes and no, like because I figured it like I thought that that's the spot they were going for the fake injury, but I thought going for the fake injury, Dom might have actually got hurt.
That's what I thought happened.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Clearly, you
because
could
it,
tell they had a spot planned there, but just the bump that he
Hmm.
took, I bought into and thought he really got fucked up.
yeah. So I wasn't.
Cena's face too, because Cena was like just mad about the whole thing, and I was like, yeah, okay.
Uh, so yeah, the Dominic Mysterio is out first, joined by Raquel and Roxanne. Yeah, the big fake injury spot. So apparently, this had just happened with Penta.
Penta.
Okay. Um. Yeah, when I first saw it, yeah, because it made sense being Dominic that they'd be doing that. But yeah, I was like, oh, that landing was rough though. Like, if that, do you think that that was like still slightly a botch and it was supposed to go smoother than that?
Yeah, for sure. I think they had a safer landing intended
Safer
than what.
bump.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Um, but it was I mean, if it was like a little bit of a botch, it was fucking perfect. Like, could like
as
not
long
put
as he
that.
didn't get hurt. Like if I'm in those shoes, I don't care as long as it doesn't hurt. There
Yeah.
was a time I was trying to do a slingshot over the top Rana to the outside, And for whatever reason,
Hmm.
the guy didn't go with the run and just sits out and does a fucking Batista bomb to me on the floor.
Oh, gee.
Sounds ridiculous. Felt like a
Not
feather
when
though.
I'm drinking.
I didn't feel a thing though. It felt
Well,
like
yeah, you
nothing.
were concussed.
But like that's what I'm saying. I didn't get mad because like it didn't hurt anymore. So
It didn't hurt anymore. uh, okay, so now that I look at my next note, I got to give all my good guy John Cena props back to John Cena.
mm.
Um, thought it was. I mean, I assume he had some say in this. So props to him for getting Raquel, Roxanne, Finn, JD. Like he made sure everyone was involved. I really
And got
liked.
something on him.
Yeah, I love that he had Raquel and Roxanne both hit their moves on him. He sold them well. I loved the stuff with Liv at the end. I thought the finish was really, really good. The callback to Cena's heel turn. Um, the match was, I thought it was a simple match, but I thought it worked really, really well for Cena's last pay per view match. And it was awesome to see the ladies be such a big part of it. And huge win for Dominic Mysterio. Tim, did this match at all change your opinion of Dominic Mysterio?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I even said in the group chat. No, we're gonna spend a second here. I even said in the group chat. This proves they don't present him the same as Ellsworth. Ellsworth wouldn't have kicked out of an
Fucking Ellsworth.
AA. They
That
they
is
present
true.
it as he's a slime bag that takes all the shortcuts, but doesn't need to, but still does because he's a slime bag.
I mean, I just think from the perspective of like, you have to at least admit that he's a great worker. Like, he showed up
Yeah,
for this
yeah, for
moment.
sure. Have you ever seen him ever work a wrestler's match, like a wrestlers match? Like go 20 minutes with AJ Styles with some real drama and you know what I mean?
He had a really good
I
match
know what
with
you mean, and even if the answer is no, there's so many entertaining and
Mm.
worthwhile performers that also
I
wouldn't pass that
agree,
same test.
I
for
think he
sure.
could go like that. I think that wouldn't be an issue though. And like, I don't think it was 20 minutes or anything, but didn't he have like a? I thought he had
He's
a
had
really
some
good
decent
match with.
matches with Penta.
He goes long. He's had a lot of long matches, I want to say, but I think they're just paced a little different. He doesn't do the go spotty style. He's more of an old school lucha heel that fucks with the crowd during his heat.
I gave the match a 3.5 out of 5.
3.5 out of 5.
I had a 4. I really liked
Fuck.
it. I really liked, like you said, Cena
I
working
almost
with the
went three and
women,
three
bumping
quarters.
for him. I thought they pulled off everything they were going for, pretty much as good as it could have been.
Yeah. I mean, I was impressed because this is
Best
easily
match on the show.
Dominic's biggest moment in WWE, right? I mean,
Well, it's got to be.
and he seemed from his entrance to the finish. I thought, he seemed like a star. Like I thought this was a star making. This is what a guy going on the way out's supposed to do.
To me, it's kind of crazy the trajectory Dom's been on because when he first came in, he was like the most white bread of all white bread, just the son of a wrestler, not good at all when they first put him on TV. And he's just taken such a weird career path to where he is right now, but it's the right path for him because he's just so good at what he does now. He really is like the embodiment of Eddie, as much as you don't want to
Yeah,
hear that, Vance.
Can't wrestle like Eddie, and that's what I'm talking about.
not many can.
Eddie stopped wrestling
Agreed.
like Eddie when he got over.
Yeah. uh, Unfortunately, then we have, and I hate to say it, unfortunately, when anything involves Stephanie Vakir, but unfortunately, we have Stephanie Vakir defending her women's world championship against Nikki Bella. And I don't know about you guys, but to me, Stephanie Vakir could not have looked less interested in this. I didn't think anyone involved in this looked interested. The commentators didn't seem interested. Like this, everybody keeps saying like it sucks that they had to follow John Cena and Dominic and that whatever, but I don't think it would have mattered.
And no, it wouldn't
There was
matter.
no energy in this match.
I think Stephanie in her mind is probably like, "Oh, great, they're putting me with the fucking last of the actual divas that didn't work. This isn't what I wanted."
Yeah, I just like everybody involved in this was super just. It was very lackluster.
And she kept taking the devil's kiss wrong, and you could see it was annoying Stephanie the two times because she did it the one time and she messed it up on the table. And went in the ring and she did it again. And then when Stephanie rolls her over, you can just see the boo boo face, just like Jesus, like.
Yeah. Um. So I didn't think there was like it definitely was not a good match, but I didn't think there was like
No.
necessarily anything wrong with it as far as like what they were doing. Like, I mean, things went pretty well, but it was just such an afterthought from the start. I thought
Do you think
that
it's
I
worthy of being one of only 4 matches on a card that probably
no,
cost $600 just to get in?
fuck no. Like that's the thing too. If this would have been a WrestleMania 7 card where this was the 13th match on the show, like I could get why like the crowd wasn't into it. I can, like even then the performer should be into it a little bit, but like I could understand the overall exhaustion and everything. But like this is the third match in a 4 match show. How the hell are you putting one of your 4 matches out there and no one gives a shit? Cole and Wade didn't even bother trying to really put this over, other than when Wade Barrett got a boner for the Devil's Kiss, which I don't know why Wade Barrett is turning into Jerry Lawler, but it's getting a bit much. Nikki Bella. So I was never a fan of the Bellas. I
Was anybody?
I know. I mean, they seem to be popular and to a certain part of the crowd. Um, I don't think there's anything wrong with her coming back for another run, but I don't think she should be involved in this. Like, she was never good in the ring. She was slightly above average for the people that for the rest of the roster at the time. Maybe not even slightly above average. She's pretty much right there with them, but she was like a little bit better. But I don't think anybody was really like demanding her come back or like waiting with like they were for AJ Lee. Um, she could I think she could have came should have came back and like done a tag angle or just been involved with someone that wasn't a champion. Like I thought this was I don't understand why she's in the spot when you have such a talented roster right now. I gave the match a 1 out of 5.
Oh,
Oof.
one.
Oof.
That's I'm one too.
I gave it a 2. I didn't think it was that fucking bad.
I just felt like with no one else in the match caring, I don't know why they thought we should have cared at all. Uh, I don't think I've seen a WWE match like that. I don't know the last time I saw a match where the ref didn't seem to give a shit they were out there, the workers didn't, the commentators didn't bother to try to get it over. I thought it was a weird. I don't know if they were like I don't know if there's some heat there between Bella and Stephanie, but like yeah, they did not seem to really be wanting to be there.
Well,
Uh
Stephanie probably didn't want to work the match, and Nikki didn't want to job the match, would be my
yeah,
guess.
could be true. So I don't know if you've been watching the show, you might have noticed that Aaron Draven has on a pretty cool T-shirt. It's not Mere Vance, that's disappointing.
You can do
But
it better. Go
if you
look.
want to do better than Draven, we're going to take a quick break so you can figure out how to do that. We'll be right back.
This T-shirt is gross, but what do I do? It's all I got.
That's the only shirt you've got? I might have a solution for you then. If you go to ProWrestlingTees.com and you search for Aaron Draven, which I think you guys can all see right there on the screen how to spell it, you can find official Gang Breaks Kayfabe t-shirts. That's right. Jason, can you believe it?
I can't, but what I can believe is you can get your official shirt of either all of us, or you can choose which one of us you like the best and get just our shirt. Fine.
Breaks Kayfabe full logo on a pink shirt, or pick. Do you prefer Vance, Jason, Cash, or Omega, and get a yellow shirt? Oh, I wish he wasn't doing that.
That's so
Let's get him a
weird.
long sleeve shirt.
So the only thing you guys didn't mention,
But Draven,
I'll
how do
bring
they
up.
find
I'll bring
those
up the
shirts
price.
again?
They are $19.99 each, no matter what design you pick. ProWrestlingTees.com. wrestlers-t-shirts/Aaron Draven. Super easy to remember. Definitely not going to be on the screen here because you're going to be able to remember it without me even putting a graphic up.
And go buy them. That way I can afford to buy one for myself.
I don't need this anymore.
Oh, God.
Here we go.
Lord.
Here we go. That was the whole reason you wanted to do this, is so he can take his shirt off.
Right now, to play this damn game.
We are back, and wait, do we have more than one T-shirt for sale? Because that does not look like the same shirt. 5? We have 5 shirts for sale. Aaron Draven representing the other option for the Gang Breaks Kayfabe shirt. You can get yourself a pink shirt with a hot dog on it, and I mean, I think I just sold them right there. That's how you sell a T-shirt. It's pink, it's got a hot dog on it.
Let's just take everything else off and just sell the hot dog shirts.
Yeah. Might do pretty well. But we got one match left in this mega 4-card show, Survivor Series
4
2025.
main events.
Oh,
like
God.
it's
I knew that makes Raven skin crawl.
it should like this is Survivor Series. What the fuck happened? A 4-match card for Saturday's main event, completely understandable, perfect.
You want to do a 5-match Survivor Series? Boom. Do your War Games. End with your War Games. Do 3 fucking Survivor Series tag matches in the middle. Then you get... do the math. Is that 50 people you get on the show? Like, way more people get on the show.
I can't do math, and you know it, so I don't know why you set me up like that.
Oh, sorry, Jason's our math person. I forgot. He's not here.
It's 40 people. If you have 10 in each match.
Times 5 matches?
50 people. It's 50 people. But there's only 10 people in this next match. We get our men's War Game match. CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, and Roman Reigns taking on Braun Breaker, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Bronson Reed, and Brock Lesnar. So the Vision joined by Brock Lesnar. CM Punk repping Halloween 3, Season of the Witch with his trunks. Now that's a horror movie we can all get behind, even Vance Desmond.
No, you're not even getting most of the hardcore horror ones on board with that one.
I will defend that movie till my dying day.
I've heard you defend that movie before.
I
So
don't
it's not the first time.
understand why that would be your hill to die on.
I had to defend that movie not too long ago at a flea market to a Scottish guy who
You had to?
talked.
You
I had to. Joel even said, like, you could have just let that go. And I was like, no, I couldn't. Nope. He needed to keep his fucking opinions to himself. But also CM Punk, do want to give condolences to CM Punk and AJ Lee. Larry, the dog, has passed away. That was a fucking bummer of a headline to read.
Me and Fee
Oh,
were
you're
just
not
talking
gonna-
about him
You're
during
not
the
going to
pay-per-view.
desecrate his corpse like you did Bob Caudle?
No, because Larry would never. I have a Bob.
Don't you fucking do it.
I have Bob Caudle material coming up.
Don't you fucking... No.
First of all, their names are Bob and Larry. That's crazy. But
I would have to say that Larry the dog is a better commentator than Bob Caudle.
I would have to
Wow.
say you're an asshole.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that. They haven't had to, and they still have said it. So, the match, I didn't, this was the only match I didn't see. I had to go back and just, like, watch clips and stuff. And I can't remember now what the fuck happened that I didn't see this match.
I did have the whole match on, watching all the way through, and I still don't remember what the fuck happened.
because nothing happened.
I mean, literally at one point, nothing happened because Jey Uso stopped the match to yeet
Yeah.
with the crowd.
Just so they can get that moment of Brock's music hitting when they're all having fun, just being like, oh.
Which nobody
all
really
for.
sold all that well. Everybody was like, oh, okay, yeah, it's Brock. Um,
You want me to do something? Here's a hot take. I'm going to body shame Roman Reigns. Me. His elbow's clearly hurt. It looks like he's lost like 15 pounds of muscle. You see, he had his elbow in that sleeve, and like he was much smaller than he normally is.
so he had 15 pounds of muscle in that elbow.
No, I'm saying he lost it through his chest and shoulders, and he's not able to lift.
No. I
But
learned how to do math a minute
that's
ago.
just
I
one
know
part
how
of
to do this
the
now.
that's one part of the accusation. What's the second part of the accusation?
Oh, I didn't know I had a
I
two
What are we
part.
doing?
I
That's all I
thought
got.
well, you're body shaming him. I thought you were gonna set up for the second part here.
Oh no, that was it.
Yeah, I don't think that was body shaming. I think you were pointing out the results of an injury.
He looks worse than normal. That was be my der- derogatory statement.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Well,
That's maybe the meanest thing I've ever heard you say. So
First of all, that's the meanest thing you can say to me when you see me in the ring. You were working
yeah.
last time. I'll just break down in tears.
I once saw Vance Desmond almost murder a man for
Small elbow pad, man. That's what you're talking about, isn't
small
it?
elbow pad man. You know.
who is
This
small
is,
elbow pad man?
so this is 15 years ago. We walk into a sporting goods store,
Oh, it
and we're
had to
looking
be
for.
over 15 years ago. It was
Yeah, it's probably 20.
closer to 20.
Yeah, and they sell knee pads, elbow pads, and we're looking for something. And like, oh, we have this catalog you can order because we didn't like what they had. So we're looking at the catalog, and I found one. I was like, oh, I kind of like this one. And he's like, oh, what size would you need? Small? And I go, large. And then we start talking about shirts for whatever. Like this is probably 5 minutes down the road, maybe a little longer. She's talking about shirts and ordering shirts. He goes, well, what do you wear? A medium? I said, a large. At that point, I was like mad, arms out like this.
He was so mad.
He had the
I
Karen
will.
stance.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Oh, the Bret Hart. Okay.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Bret
he's
Hart.
like, "What? You mean these?"
Talking about these are large.
Well, speaking of Vance's hot takes
Complex.
and takes,
Complexes.
Braun Breaker continued to help Vance's case by almost dying on a doomsday device.
That was
Yep.
rough.
So I always, anytime I've ever taken that move, I always overly say every time we do it, Doomsday and I'm backflipping out of it, or Doomsday and you're going down, we're taking the back bump. I say it like that over and over so that there's no confusion on what everyone's going to do. And it didn't feel like, I don't know if Braun wanted to backflip and just cut it bad or whatever, or if he just didn't make a decision.
I can't really say what I tell people in that position because the only time I was ever up in the Doomsday, I did a Spanish fly out of it. So that's a very specific one. They're definitely going to remember that we don't gotta.
I think me and Brian Cross only did it once, and I told the guy that was taking it, like, "Hey, I'm gonna make sure I shove you." So like,
Why? Why don't more guys doing that switch it up and do the bump with them like the electric chair
Yeah.
drop, just a straight back
Yeah.
bump?
That's a lot. Most guys in the indies I come across, that's the decision they usually make. But I work a lot of smaller guys, so I'm usually the guy with someone on my shoulders typically.
my only fear with that would have always been the timing. Like, if I didn't bump it at the same time, then it's basically just me reverse pile driving that guy. Uh,
Well, we
or
actually, me and Zach did it. I had Zach on my shoulders, and someone jumped and did the flying knee off the top, and he did the reverse Rana to me in that. So he did reverse powder.
I say to me, like, yeah, the one time I don't, we might have done it a couple times, but to me it was
I think
always easiest just get your hands underneath their legs and just shove them up and kind of help them flip, whether they're Uh, but Lesnar leaves the ring, which earlier in the night when Becky Lynch did that, Michael Cole was quick to say that that would be a forfeit.
Here's the distinction. Here's the
Okay,
distinction.
yeah,
Draven's
there
got the
was.
rules.
The match doesn't start until everyone is in the ring and the bell rings, and that's the match. If you leave then, you get disqualified for deserting. Not everyone was in there yet, so Brock, loophole, he could have.
Okay,
Michael Cole pointed that out too.
so Draven works for the Fed. We just confirmed it. He's on here just supporting their narrative.
Guys, they're on to me.
He's,
They're on to
he's
me. They're on to me.
Triple H comes running in and takes down the camera. But God,
Did
he
Austin
really
get
does
you a
do
job and
everything.
not us? We're Austin's friends.
Abort! Abort!
uh, where was I on here? Oh, so, uh,
Lesnar.
Yeah, so I just kind of put because I didn't get to really see this match, so I just saw bits and pieces, but I didn't know commentary did that. I just thought it was Brock doing what Brock wants, and nobody cared as usual. Uh, the Mystery Man is the most talked about thing coming out of this match. Um,
Is it? I think
I,
the Doomsday is probably more talked about.
I mean, we've talked about it more so far, but uh, I I'm still saying I think it's probably Austin Theory. I think it's all been confirmed, but I still think it would be. To me, it still looks like Montez Ford, just the way he moved. Uh, I I don't know. It didn't seem like Austin Theory to me. Like Draven said though, they could have still put maybe Montez Ford out there for the spot.
I saw a
Uh,
picture of Hooded Man's back to back with Austin Theory showing traps and back. It's the exact same back. So
is it really?
to me, it's
Hmm.
definitely him there and him
And
pushing.
Austin Theory does even that knee super kick. I've seen Austin Theory do it. It looks identical.
I mean, that's kind of the most boring reveal though, right? It being Austin Theory, because like, of course,
People are, or well, even if you're not a smart mark, people will be like, yeah, okay, that the guy in the tag team with the Australian guy, okay, like,
yeah.
They'll milk it,
Uh,
milk it, milk it that it's Rollins. When it is Theory, it'll be like the Rumble or some shit. And then the next night, they'll just have Heyman come out and cut a promo making sense out of it all and wipe it all away, and it'll be fine.
you're probably right.
so I do think it's like smart bit from a business standpoint. If you're going to want to get eyes on Raw to end a show like this with the Mystery Man and not unveiling him, but for a War Games match, again, I like the old school War Games. I feel like it should be a match used to like end storylines or like be kind of a final statement for something. This didn't really feel like anything was resolved or like accomplished anything by having a War Games match, other than you get a mystery guy in there to, which that's wrestling. That's what wrestling booking is to get people to watch the next show. But for a War Games match, I was pretty underwhelmed by this being the ending to it. And now we just get Punk to continue his involvement with the Vision. We get the same storylines. Uh, I think are they going to build to? So they're building to Roman and Cody next, right? It seems like.
I guess.
Um, I did see the after. I watched on YouTube a little bit of the after show or whatever, and on there it kind of seems like they're building to Brock versus Logan.
I could see that being their match at Mania. That would make sense.
Yeah, because Logan was like just running down Brock Lesnar like the whole time he was talking, which
They
was
were on the
weird.
same
Yeah,
team
I.
and like were high fiving afterwards.
But then, like, didn't in the lead up to the match wasn't like Lesnar didn't there wasn't there something where Lesnar had everybody like pour Prime out on Logan or something, or was that after the show went off the air? After Raw went off the air one week.
I have
And it
no
wasn't
idea what you're talking
Lesnar.
about.
Okay, I saw it was something a video that came across after Raw one week. Usos, I think. I mean, it looks like maybe now after Raw, Jay's going to turn heel. I think the Usos just need to get back together and be a tag team and be in the tag division. Like, I'm so
One of the
over.
greatest one of the greatest tag teams of all time, and then just terrible mid carders outside of it.
Yeah,
I mean, Jay
and
got
then
his chance at the top. They gave him a legit fair chance. They
Mm-hmm.
even showed on Unreal back when they were giving him the belt that they were saying, "You're getting your shot. It's on you. If you fall on your ass, we're taking it away from you." And they took it away from him. So I think he's probably done at the top of the card.
yeah, I mean, a heel turn might be good, but like, just storyline wise too, the whole. I don't know if you guys watched Raw. I saw bits and pieces of it. Well, Tim watched the recap.
Mm-hmm.
So like, Jay lost to LA Knight in the John Cena tournament, and then left the arena dejected and was saying like he's lost
He
himself or whatever.
he did the Bret Hart. He trashed the place through the prime tables and
Yeah,
stuff.
but like, if the night before you stopped a War Games match so you could yeet with the crowd, like, then there needs to be somebody on Raw being like Adam Pearce, even just being like, yeah, you don't take this shit serious. You stopped a fucking War Games match so you could yeet. Like there needs to be somebody like calling Jay out for this shit one way or the other that he goes. I think it would be a more interesting way than him just coming back and being a heel all of a sudden. Uh, so overall, I thought only having 4 matches wasn't necessarily a bad thing, but those 4 matches have to deliver if you're only going to have 4 matches on a main pay per view. Um, Again, like I think if you had 4 matches that were just all of them somewhere between 3.5 to 5 stars, that'd be awesome. But when you
You want to
have
hear my stars first and see if you're copying me or I'm copying
oh,
you?
what did I rate the last match? Oh, so I really didn't see it. So just from what I saw,
Oh
I'd rate it
man,
a 2.5, 2.
just
Two and a
two for me.
half.
So yeah, what'd you rate the show overall? A 2? That's
I
yeah.
had 2.5 just because I thought the Cena match elevated it to at least an average show. Tried to drag it kicking and screaming.
Yeah, I could be either 2 or
Yeah,
2.5 because of the Cena
I'll do two
match.
and a quarter. Yeah, I'll split the difference.
Ah!
Draven, you were talking about this in our group chat and how the 4 main shows should be 2 nights if they're going to be doing a shit like this. I completely agree with that. Uh, Having a 2 night event for Survivor Series with multiple 5-on-5 matches. I think if they're going to do that, I think they should go back to doing the like 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series matches. Get rid of the having to do war games, and I think they could do the a mixture of the Ultimate Survivor and like Cybernetica rules, where the winning members of each team move on, and then you
They
have like
did
one big thing.
they did that one year.
Yeah, and I think they should do that and like kind of like because again, I'm sick of the Money in the Bank gimmick, so maybe this could be a way to kind of take over that where the winner, the ultimate winner, gets a title shot or something. Like give it a purpose again.
They're never
Because
getting rid of
right,
Money in the Bank. Sorry to tell
you're
you.
yeah, I know.
No, just in brief little kid briefcases alone they sell.
Yeah, we already talked about it. The War Games match and like Hell in a Cell. Like to me, they need a purpose. I hate that it's just this is the match we have booked for these shows now. So we're going to end up working our way into this match one way or the other, whether it has any meaning or purpose whatsoever. Um. Oh yeah. So overall, I did give the show 2.5. I lied about the 2. It was a 2.5. Um. So yeah, not a great. It was just a weird way to do a Survivor Series pay per view. I don't know how they came to the decision to only have 4 matches. I thought that was just crazy for one of the big 4. Like, imagine if the Rumble was just the 2 Rumble matches.
It is.
It
It was
is, yeah,
last
it
year.
was this year.
Was it this year?
They did a
Yeah,
Rumble
just two
match, two
rumbles and
matches, and then a Rumble.
that was it.
Okay, well, I guess just with each of those matches being so long, it felt more like a full card. I guess I don't know. I didn't really. It didn't seem as lackluster to me. Like this seemed very lackluster for a
Well,
Survivor Series.
I think the rumbles carry more weight too than a war games match does. Like you think about what's bigger and epic and long, you think Royal Rumble over war games, and so maybe it gets a little bit being a pass, but
Yeah, they've established it as since like what 88. It's
89, I
been
think. Yeah.
89. It's been like there's it's happening. Like they haven't just shoehorned the idea in and started doing it
So
every
if
year.
if they're gonna do this format where it has to be this time every year, they really need to go to the 2 night pay per view. You have one War Games on Saturday, one on Sunday. You fill the rest of the card with 5-on-5 Survivor Series matches from all 3 brands. Fucking, if you want to do the big match at the end, you can right before the main. Do the all the survivors, and I
Yeah,
think that's a much better use of your time and energy than what we got.
agreed. All right, you guys want to blind rank some War Games matches? So, this I went through and picked out. I think there was a total of how many did I end up counting? I only did so NWA, WCW, NXT, and WWE War Games. So like I saw there was like one or two maybe in GCW. There was a few indies that have done them, but I just counted NWA, WCW, NXT, WWE. So I didn't count AEW Blood and Guts.
Why
I
not?
feel like that's I feel like it's an entirely different beast. Like
In what way though?
I feel
Because
like
the
it's
WWE
closer to
ones
the old
aren't
school.
the same thing because there's no roof.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the Blood and Guts is like closer to what
I just
the
went with things that
original
were
purpose
only
was.
named war games.
Yeah, and that's also kind of like I did want to stick to war games. Uh yeah, I feel like they've made Blood and Guts kind of their own thing in a
So,
way.
so Draven, if we were talking Royal Rumbles, would you count like AEW any kind of time battle royal? Would you count TNA having any kind of time battle royal? We wouldn't, because
I would
not Royal
consider
Rumble.
I consider what AEW did when they did the Royal Rampage the same exact match.
But when
I
we ranked Royal Rumbles, would you fight for that to be in the ranking of Royal Rumbles?
if they ever
Not
had one of
really.
those that was better than what the Rumbles have been, but I don't think they did.
Yeah, that's true
I
too.
do I do think there have been blood and guts matches that are better than other war games matches.
To me, not including Blood and Guts is almost a compliment because I do feel like it's AEW's thing. Like I feel like they've made it their own. Um, like it's a unique thing
Yeah,
to their brand.
I don't think of it as like the equate, war games. I think of it as something different. I guess in
How?
my
It's a
head.
two-ring cage. That's what
It's
I
we
like a
want.
Hell
know.
in a
With the exact
Cell
same
mashed
rules,
with
with
war
the exact
games.
same structure.
No, they're allowed to get out of it and stuff, aren't they? Because they did. They get on top of it and do spots on top of it and
The
stuff.
not being allowed to get out of it thing's literally a thing they just added this year. It's never.
Yeah. Well, and also there's a roof on theirs. There's not a roof on this one. Yeah.
But all of the WCW and NWA ones he's talking about had a roof.
Yeah. But they
Do
weren't
you know?
called war.
Do
I
you know
mean,
why they
but
got rid of
these.
the roof? The roof.
Uh,
So people can climb to the top and do spots.
Yeah, yeah. Triple H
yeah.
said that one of the things he hated about watching the old ones was how low the top of the cage was, where guys couldn't really do anything. And he like talked about the Pillman incident, and
Well,
then he
dude, they
said
should do
like,
a double Hell in a Cell then. That'd be awesome.
yeah, he said like today's wrestlers are completely different, and like you want to see the more athletic, crazy stuff off the top. He's like nobody back then was going to be doing dives off the top of the cage. Uh, so yeah, but to end the AEW Blood and Guts argument, I would just say that there are no Blood and Guts matches on these blind rankings. So, uh, who wants to go first?
Draven.
Jason.
Jason. Okay, Jason has sent his rankings in. Got him. Okay, I'm just gonna keep those to myself. He sent me a message in a bottle. Do I have
That
a
works.
coin?
That works on two levels.
How do I not have a coin? I'm broke. Buy T-shirts. Okay, Tim. I got a penny here. It's got a head and it's got a tail house. Call it in the air.
He's gonna switch the
Uh,
pennies. This is the oldest trick in the book. I've seen him do it.
what are you
Heads.
calling? Heads.
Heads.
It is heads. Do you want to go first or Draven go first?
Draven first.
All right.
Do I have to CGI the fake penny in, or are we just imagining there was one there?
We're just going to Matt. No, CGI it in. See how
Yeah.
good you can do.
Yeah. All right, Draven. Your first War Games match. So you will have. I'm just gonna stick with your guys' original five. I'm not gonna
Okay. I would
throw in
lose
Jason's.
track with more of that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh.
these. So the first one of your five, which I should probably write down so we can remember what you said. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So after I just randomly picked matches for each of you guys, and then I took those five, put them in a randomizer, and it changed up the order of them again. So your first match to rank is WCW Fall Brawl 1995. Do you know what the War Games
Hmm.
match was
I,
before I say it?
I thought
That
you were going to say 4. I was hoping you were going to say 4.
95 is the
1995.
first one that had Hogan. Vader was supposed to be in it, but no showed, and I think Luger replaced him. Not no showed, but got fired before it.
Yeah, this was the
And
Hulkamaniacs versus the Dungeon of Doom.
I'm going to.
Do you want to hear who was in the match first? All the participants?
Yeah, let's hear. Let's hear.
Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, Sting, and Luger were the Hulkamaniacs, and they all had on their army fatigues and face paint.
I remember
And
that.
they took on the Dungeon of Doom, made up of Kamala, the Zodiac, Ming,
Jesus.
and not a man, but the Shark.
Poor Ming.
I'm gonna put this in slot 4 because I think there's gonna be something worse.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm 4 because I mean that's just when you started when you said 95 is already what I was thinking. It's probably not the worst, but it's got to be
I
down
was gonna
there.
go with 3, but after hearing
No.
that rundown of the heel team, I'm like, no, I can't do that.
All right. Up next is War Games from NXT TakeOver 2019. This was the first ever women's War Games match, and it featured Rhea Ripley, Candice LeRae, Tegan Knox, and Dakota Kai taking on Shayna Baszler, Bianca Belair, Kaylee Ray, and at the time Io Shirai, who is now Io Sky.
Am I first now? Or we're going to go back and forth like
No,
that?
no, these are Draven's blind rankings. You
I'm
can feel free to
gonna.
rank them too, but
Here's my logic on
Oh.
this one. I don't remember this match even a little bit, so I'm gonna go 3 because I still think there's something worse, and there's probably, hopefully, better.
okay. Yeah, Tim, you have your own list of 5, but
Okay. No,
feel free to
okay. I
rank
would
these
have
as well.
I think that's a good call, 3.
Okay. Up next, the Great American Bash 1989. The Road Warriors team up with the Midnight Express and Dr. Death Steve Williams to take on the Fabulous Freebirds, Hayes, Garvin, and Gordy, teaming up with the Samoan SWAT team.
Ooh,
89.
89.
ooh. This feels like a solid 2.
A solid 2.
She only got 1 and 5 left.
So, after watching this match and watching a few other War Games, I can confidently say this is my all-time favorite War Games match.
It's a good one.
Really?
This match fucking ruled. Uh, who the fuck starts it? Bobby Eaton and Jimmy Jam Garvin start the match, and they fucking tear the house down just to start the match. Like, it is nonstop all the way through. Everybody is fucking amped. This was what I was talking about when I said I was going to bring up people at ringside. So Paul Heyman is with the Samoan SWAT team, of course, but he's managing the whole team. And him and Michael Hayes, the whole match are talking strategy. Hayes is going out of his way not to be in the match. When it comes down to him being the only one left for their team and having to go in, he's not like happy about it. It's just so everybody plays their role so well.
There's no blood in
And
this one either.
no, this is also my Bob Caudle moment of the week.
Careful
And
what you say.
It's
for
apparently
the
a
first
segment of the week.
for the first official segment, Bob Caudle moment of the week, you get 2 Bob Caudle matches or moments from this match. The first one is he says, so Jim Ross is like, this is when the heel team gets the first 2-on-1 advantage. And Jim Ross is explaining the rules of war games and whatever. And Bob Caudle listens to all of that and then says, that means for 2 minutes, one guy is going to get pounded by 2 guys in there.
Yeah, that is what that means.
And then, almost, and I'm not kidding, I had to check the time to be sure, almost 20 minutes into the match, Bob Caudle says, Jim, I got to tell you, I'm looking around at this cage, and this is a very dangerous match. Like,
I see no issue.
Jim Ross has spent
I
the
see no
entire
issue
match.
because he's the everyman, and it takes most men 20 minutes to understand the danger in front of them. You haven't stood at the edge of a curb for 20 minutes watching the cars pass before you decide if that's dangerous or not.
Well, not when I've had somebody right to my side telling me for the last 20 minutes how dangerous the curb is.
Yeah, but you can't trust the people next to you when you're on the curb.
You're
Jim
right.
Ross
Bob
is like-
Caudle has to verify it for himself.
It's just a feel, man. You got to wait for that feeling to kick in.
You're right.
Was it Jim Ross with him?
Yeah.
Commentary? Well, Jim Ross is a known racist, so there's that.
What?
Okay,
First of all, what does that have to do with anything?
Jim
Second of
Ross
You
is
all,
can't trust him.
racist.
You
allegedly.
can't trust him. That's what it means.
Uh, yeah, and Jim Ross has spent the entirety of the match talking about how dangerous it is. And it takes Bob Caudle 20 minutes to be like, Jim, I think this is a dangerous match. He really is the
You've
whatever we figured
never
out that guy's
been
name was from
walking
SNL.
down basement steps,
Stink.
about to step on a nail, and you stand there for 20 minutes going, "Oh no, this is gonna
No.
hurt. This might be dangerous."
I can honestly say I've never done that. No.
Oh
No.
man, no.
Typically, when I step on nails, it's an immediate decision. I'm like, I'm stepping on that nail. Boom. It's stepped on.
That's an odd choice.
I'm a man of action, Draven.
Mm.
I.
Soup.
Yes. All right. Your fourth match to rank is War Games from WCW Wrestle War 1991. The Four Horsemen, Ric Flair, Barry Windham, Sid, and Larry Zbyszko take on Sting, Brian Pillman, and the Steiner Brothers.
This one has got to be number one. There is one more games that I like better than this one, but the chances of that coming up are pretty slim. This is definitely number one.
I think you made a wise choice because your last War Games match to rank is War Games from Survivor Series 2025, The Vision versus Team Babyface.
I'm gonna give it all 5.
Yeah.
Thank you, King Kong Bundy.
So to review your list, coming in at number 1, WCW Wrestle War 1991.
That is the
Number
best one.
2, Great American Bash 1989, which is the best one. NXT TakeOver 2019, the women's match. WCW Fall Brawl 1995, and then Survivor Series 2025, the men's War Games.
That's how I'd rank it, even if I knew them all up front.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, Tim and Draven, we'll come back around to your the one you would rank higher, but we'll see if we get it in this one. So, Tim, yours is starting off with this is the only War Games match to not take place on a pay-per-view. Well, unless you count unless you don't count the tours. So once it became a pay-per-view match, this is the only War Games match not to take place on like that. This is from
Okay.
No.
This is from the September 4th episode of WCW Monday Nitro.
I
Jeff
remember
Jarrett,
this.
Kevin Nash, Scott Steiner, and Vince Russo take on Booker T, Goldberg, Chronic, and Sting.
And this was
I'm going.
a single ring triple decker one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a risk here and say 5.
Okay.
Oh, I would have put it number 2. Is where I put it. Wow, I can't believe you burned through 5 already. You're gonna regret that.
Yeah,
I might.
I believe the heavyweight championship was at the top of the third cage,
Is this the
and
one
somebody.
where yeah, this one gets bonus points. Wasn't Vince Russo wearing a New York Giants helmet?
Yes.
So this
and
is
he gets
number
speared.
1.
He gets speared through.
And it ended
Yeah.
his career in WCW.
Yeah.
He won the world title and then was able to leave.
So, Tim, up next for you, War Games from Survivor Series 2022. The Bloodline, Roman Reigns, the Usos, Solo Sikoa, and Sami Zayn versus the Brawling Brutes, Sheamus, Butch, and Ridge Holland, along with Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens.
Ridge Holland was in a War Games match on the main
Yeah.
roster.
Yes, sir. With the Brawling Brutes.
I'll say 2.
Okay.
Really?
I
don't know what
remember
else is gonna be on
absolutely
here.
nothing about that match.
I thought about 3, but I'm worried I'm not going to get another.
So
Decent one.
heel Bloodline versus Sheamus and friends is
Kind of. Well, what made the whole story was the Sammy getting accepted by the family finally, and it was like him and Jey Uso finally were on the same page. That match didn't matter.
That's 1 year further down the line.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, I
This is the
think
one where he's the whipping boy. The next year is when Sammy gets the win. They're still heels, and then the following year is when they're all
Oh,
baby
well then
faces.
I picked the wrong match. So I
Too
thought that
late.
was I thought
Locked in now. Locked in
not
now.
number
that's
2.
fine.
Your third War Games match to rank is from NXT Takeover 2020. Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez before she became Rodriguez, and Tony Storm versus Shotzi, Ember Moon, Rhea Ripley, and Io Shirai before she became Io Sky.
I'll go 3.
All right. Yeah, I don't remember much from that one either.
Me either. But
Number
the workers that
4.
make me think it'd be a 3.
Number 4 for you is War Games from WCW Fall Brawl 1997. The NWO, Buff Bagwell, Kevin Nash, Six, and Conan versus the Four Horsemen, Ric Flair, Chris Benoit, Steve Mongo McMichael, and Kurt Hennig.
And this is where Flair gets his head slammed in the door.
Yes, I just watched this one today.
Man, what a hard spot I'm in.
So what slots does he have left? 1 and 4?
1
1
and 4.
I'll take 1.
Yeah, it's got to. Yeah.
I think that was the right decision. Yes, for sure, because your last one to rank is WCW Fall Brawl 1993.
Ooh,
Oh.
okay. 94. 94 is
Sting,
good.
Davey Boy Smith, Dustin
Oh,
Rhodes, and the
yeah.
Shockmaster versus Sid, Vader, and Harlem Heat.
4, and I feel good about how that went.
So to review yours, 1993, Fall Brawl 1997 coming in at number 1. Survivor Series 2022 at number 2. NXT Takeover 2020 coming in at 3. Fall Brawl 1993 at number 4, and the WCW Monday Nitro coming in at number 5.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
So we can go ahead and have you both rank Jason's real quick. So his first one is the one Tim's been pushing for all night. WCW Fall Brawl 1994.
Number 1.
We
Dusty and
we gotta agree on these, right? We have to like debate
you
it
can
out
each-
until we agree.
You can each pick your own, or you can debate it out. However
Yeah,
you guys want to do it.
Let's debate it.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
argue it.
So Dusty Rhodes, Dustin Rhodes, and the Nasty Boys versus Terry Funk, Arn Anderson, Buckhouse Buck, and Colonel
I
Robert
know.
Parker.
I know Buckhouse Buck is in it. Let's start with that. I know. You don't need
I
to
will
make your
concede
point.
that.
I will concede. Buckhouse Buck aside.
The best damn thing
I'm
I've
gonna
ever had.
pass out. Holy shit! Holy! Oh. Oh my god!
So
I was that close
I'm
to
a-
passing out.
He killed Draven.
Bunkhouse
I'm a
Buck
Buckhouse
And the
got me
Nasty
again.
Boys.
I have a Buckhouse Buck
Ooh.
story. So, middle school, trying to
You're
convince
gonna
one of my
kill me.
friends.
You know I'm gonna die now, right?
One of my friends who had never watched wrestling before, and I really wanted him to get into wrestling. And I was like, we should watch wrestling. And he's like, I don't really like it. I was like, let's just, watch one thing. So WCW Saturday night was on. Turned it on because he's staying the night at my house. We're watching it, and Buckhouse Buck is the first person that comes out, and he's like, no, man, no. And then for the next 15 years, anytime I mention wrestling, Buckhouse Buck, this is the only wrestler he knew.
Has he never? Did he
So,
never watch? Did he not watch wrestling? So his only knowledge of
That is
wrestling is there was a guy
amazing.
named Bunkhouse Buck.
yep, that's it.
All right,
Well,
so
so
hear me
we're-
out.
we're-
Hear me out here. It's not a great match, but there could be one that's a little worse. I think 4 is the spot for this one.
I will go to 2, and that is as far as I will go.
Wait, you're kidding,
Tim
right?
loves this match.
You gotta
my second
sell me
favorite.
on it.
It's my okay. I took some notes. Hang on a minute. Let me
I'll edit in some Jeopardy music or something right now.
It's the only WCW War Games with Terry Funk in it. So It's one of the best. It's also bloody still. Dusty's the best Dusty in it. Oh yeah, Dusty was on fire in this.
You can't get me to rank a Nasty Boys match above 4.
The Nasty Boys would be holding me back from putting this above 4.
More than Buck.
Can we get you guys to
More
agree
than
to
Buck.
3?
I see value in Buck.
I'll go 3, and I'm not going to be happy
Draven,
about it.
would you come up to 3?
I'll meet him in the middle. Yeah, that's what you
All
do
right.
in a relationship.
So Fall Brawl 1994 coming in at number 3.
We're going to regret this.
Should be lower.
Your second match to rank is from WCW Fall Brawl 1998. This one featured 3 teams. Team WCW,
Oh,
This was
DDP,
bad.
Piper, and the Warrior versus
you
NWO
can
Hollywood.
stop. You can stop. It's a 5.
Which NWO Hollywood?
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Oh,
I agree with you at 5.
So we had the random ass team. So Hogan, Brett, and do you guys remember who the third member of
Stevie
NWO
Ray.
Hollywood? Stevie Ray.
there's a baseball bat shot with Brett and DDP that is just the worst. Like he was holding someone, they were supposed to duck, and then he was supposed to hit Brett, and he just missed, but Brett sold it anyway. It was just so bad.
And then they also had the NWO Wolfpack, Nash, Sting, and Luger. So we're putting that at number 5.
Yeah.
Fall Brawl 98.
Oh, how they fell in 4 years.
Oh, so up next, the third one for you guys to rank. The first ever War Games match. Great American Bash Tour from 1987. Road Warriors, Nikita Koloff, Dusty Rhodes, and Paul Ellering versus the Four Horsemen. Flair, Arn, Tully, Luger, and J.J. Dillon.
That's my 3 in my top 3. So
I would go 2.
what are we going to get better than that? The NXT War Games?
I'm still holding out hope for my favorite is going to be coming up. What do we have left? If we slot this at 2, we have 1
And 4.
And 4. I say 2.
I say we got to go 1.
I say 2. Rock, paper, scissors for it?
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Scissors gotcha.
All
There it
right, so
is.
it's going number 2.
Number 2.
That's the one we're going to regret more so, I bet.
I would say you are.
I'm confident. We're good. We got this.
Fourth match. It is from NXT. It's a takeover. 2020, the Undisputed Era.
Oh,
Adam Cole, Kyle
missed.
O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and Bobby Fish versus Team McAfee. Pat McAfee, Pete Dunne, Danny Burch, and Oni Lorcan.
Okay, I'm good. We can do 4, but then I'm worried about what 1 is going to be.
Well,
It would have been the one we put at 2.
Well, let's
Number
hear them out.
number 4 is going to be War Games from Survivor Series 2023. Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, Randy Orton, and Sami Zayn versus the Judgment Day with Drew McIntyre.
I'm fine with putting that at 1. That's better than Bunkhouse Buck.
The first War Game? It's not better than the first War Games.
I don't think I would put
Probably.
it. So
Probably not.
I would have to put it at number 3. First War Games at number 1. Fall Brawl 94. I would put above the Survivor Series 2023. Now the other NXT War Games match with the Undisputed Era, where they take on
2017. That's why I was waiting for you to say. That's my favorite one.
Dijak, Keith Lee, Kevin Owens, and Ciampa. I just watched that one earlier. It was great.
No, you need to watch Undisputed Era versus
Did
Roderick Strong,
one of them
Authors of
have
Pain.
Ricochet in it?
Yeah. Ricochet, Viking Raiders, and I forget who the fourth guy was. But overall, I think Draven got the luck of the draw with his list going first. Like I said, Great American Bash,
I think I nailed
1989.
mine, first of all.
You
That's
had
the order I
some,
would put them in.
yeah, but you had some stinkers. Like Draven,
My
Oh,
favorite,
yeah.
just to get this out of the way, my favorite
yeah.
didn't come up. It is Wrestle War 92, the Dangerous Alliance versus Sting's
That's
Squadron.
That's a really good one.
They
Yeah,
take the turnbuckle off the fucking
I think
hook,
it'd be.
which
I
I'd
think it'd be
never
4
seen
for
at that
me.
point, and they use that as a weapon to win.
I had to choose between it and the Wrestle War 91, and it was too good. And I didn't, because I would have it as like my second or third favorite. Great American Bash 89, I cannot speak highly enough of it. I think everybody should go watch it. Uh, I there's been a couple NXT ones that were good, but I think the Survivor Series ones have all been kind of poopy. None of them have really had any meaning to them, but do love the old school War Games matches, and it's awesome that the WCW YouTube channel is putting them out. So let us know if you what you think of the rankings for these. We Once the video is posted, I will drop in the comments the rankings. Well, maybe not, because we need to surprise people. So, but make sure you put your rankings, follow along with us. Let us know how you rank these, and let us know what you thought of Survivor Series 2025. Did you think the 4 matches were worth it? I think ticket prices, there were some going for how much? Like 40 or 10 grand or
That's
something?
Yeah, 10 grand.
I mean, I would, I guess if you have that kind of money, you probably don't give a shit. Like you're there to say you were there, but that's insane to me. I would have been upset if I had paid $100 for the worst ticket and went to this thing. So I did not. Yeah, it didn't. Let us know if you thought it delivered, though. Let us know what your favorite match on the show was, if any. And as usual, let us know if you want us to review a particular show, discuss a particular wrestling topic,
Just don't ask
or
us to revisit WrestleMania 7. That's never going to happen.
we'll never do it again. I am burning that one
If
from my
this show
memory.
here, let's make a pact, a blood pact without Jason.
I don't know if I like
If
this.
this show makes it 10 years, we will re-review WrestleMania 7.
Okay.
Instead of years, put it in episode number. Give us an episode total.
What are we at now?
This is 54.
500.
Okay. All right. Yeah. If we've done 500 episodes, we still do
No
it.
one cares I died of blood loss.
No.
I hate you guys.
We're focusing on the math.
Oh, I'm out. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Like, subscribe, tell all your friends. Buy
I
a
think this was
t-shirt.
Jason's best episode. He did really well.
Jason killed it. Speaking of Jason killing it, we should check to see if he's been taken by the sea.
I can't swim.
Jason,
so.
if you're out there, let us know, bud. Hope the water's treating you
Jason,
well.
comment below if you're still alive.
Yeah. I would like to believe that Jason has taken over the ship and he's now the captain of the ship. So
Look at me.
he's the captain now.
I'm the captain now.
Yeah. All right. Till next time. See y'all later. Thanks for breaking kayfabe with us. Bye.
Right.